And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Got a special guest on, my teammate, my fellow wide receiver, Mr. Yulkeith Brown. Appreciate you being on the show today. So, Yulkeith, man, what's up, man? What's good? How you doing?
What's going on? Appreciate y'all for having me.
Yes, sir. So, this let's just get right into it, man. So, you from South Florida, you from Miami. I know you wear that on your sleeve, and I know that's what you like to talk about, and how you always pay home to your people back home. So, just tell us and tell the people watching, um, what those ties in Miami are like for you, and just how um, special being from Miami is to you.
Well, everybody look at Miami as a beautiful city, and everybody like to travel there. But my experience in Miami it was a little different. I had to get mine off the muscle a little bit, grind a little harder than everybody else did around the country. But I also love coming from Miami just because everywhere in the city is competition, and you can never be the best at something with anything. So I feel like just that being installed in you is just different from everybody else. So that's why I just love being from Miami and I support my city because I know they got my
Most
back.
definitely. Yeah, I saw that in your first media day, you talked about how in your neighborhood they kind of view you as the hometown hero and the neighborhood hero. So just talk about how kids back home looking up to you, and how scoring that first touchdown at home in Kyle Field, like, and day before your birthday. Tell me just how that felt, and just how, like, the reception you got back from everybody at home. Just talk about that.
I just want to at first just thank God for it all first, just because like how things went. And that was really like a birthday gift I feel like from him to me. And then just being
Yeah,
like the neighborhood hero in the city, it just felt great because kids always looked up to me since I was their age, and I always led them to the right way. And I know just seeing them finally see what I've been doing my whole life in a college environment, and then being the first touchdown of the season, I just know I turned the city up, and I'm glad they
yeah,
turned up for me.
for sure, man. Now, we always talk about like Texas, like high school football, Florida high school football, California, it can go on, Georgia. Like, name some of the top dudes you went up with in Miami, and just how different like high school football is, and just football period is down there in South Florida.
Uh, some dogs I went against. I say like for example, safeties wise. When I was playing in the slot, I went against Cameron Kitchen. He played for UM. Also, James Williams, 5 star. He played for UM. I ran against Terrence Lewis, 5 star.
Yeah.
Uh, also, Jason Marshall, 5 star, and Elijah Elim, who just went to the NFL.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
it's a lot of
how
dogs. I could
is
keep going on and on, but that's just a few off the top.
how is high school football in Miami and in Florida? How is it just different from everybody anywhere else in the country?
I just feel like because it's more like a college environment. Like the whole fan base really into it. The city come out and it just be bigger than us sometimes. Like in Miami, everybody trying to look for a football game. So it's like football is mainly the main thing in Miami. So it's like that's where the most competition at and the most fans show up to. So it's like when it's high school ball, it's down to college because we ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Your recruiting process was different from any other year, I feel like, in sports, because of the COVID pandemic and everything. So I remember in the locker room, you told me this last week. You were saying that you didn't even get to visit A&M because everything was virtual and they weren't allowing people to take visits and everything. So, what gave you confidence in committing to A&M, like, without even stepping a foot in the state of Texas on campus? So, like, take us through that.
Well, I say just like the most part played in it was like the love the coaches showed and just really looking at the school from the outside in. It's like you trying to find the little things that matter to you. So I was looking at like the crowd, the facility, the coaching style, and I just felt like everything was
Hmm.
just cool vibes and mostly like about love. And how Jimbo say love the reason for the fight. So I just felt like
Most
it was
definitely.
a little love for me there. So I took a shot at it.